That is the use of what? Corsia di accelerazione. Let me come again. E say la corsia di accelerazione facilita l'ingresso di veicoli in autostrada o su strada extraurbana principale. Okay? It facilitates the what? The entering of vehicles into highway. Autostrada is highway, or semi-highway, which is the strada extraurbana principale, or popularly known as what? Suburban what? Road. Okay? And number two is still telling us that it serves, okay, it serves the entering, the correct entering in auto what? In autostrada. Ok, la corsia di accelerazione serve a entrare correttamente in autostrada. It serves to do what? To enter correctly into the what? Into the highway. For you to enter into the highway, you have to use what? Corsia di what? Accelerazione. Or the lane you use in entering into the highway is what we call corsia di what? Accelerazione. Okay, it's what is called corsia di what? Accelerazione. Let's go to number 3.
La corsia di accelerazione viene utilizzata per aumentare la velocità.
Okay, viene utilizzato means it's used. Please take a screenshot or you write. It's used. All right, it's used. Okay. Per aumentare. Aumentare means increase. Aumentare means increase. All right, increase. For the newcomer, please, if you don't have the app, maybe after the class there's a video for you. Increase. Increase. Okay, now velocità means speed. We all know velocity or speed. Okay, speed. If I were you, I would take a screenshot of what I am seeing on my screen. It's very important. You will need it. I will take a screenshot of what I am seeing on my screen because you will need it. This is the maximum speed limit that you are allowed to drive in what? In the roads in Italy. In autostrada, like we see, 130, 80, 110, 50. Strada extraurbana principale, 110, 70, 90, 50. It is when it's raining, 90. If it's autocar, maybe that is superior 3.5, 70. If it's snow a bit dew, I don't know, 50. If snow dey ground and all that, 50. You can see these are the what? The maximum speed limits in Italy road. Take a screenshot. Okay? All right. So, il corsia di accelerazione viene utilizzata per aumentare la velocità. It's used to do what? To increase your what? Your speed. It's used to do what? Increase your speed. All right, let's go to number 4.
La corsia di accelerazione serve per rientrare sulla carreggiata dell'autostrada dopo che si è usciti da un'area di servizio.
Okay, la corsia di accelerazione serve, it serves to do what? Per rientrare, to rienta. Okay, to re-enter the what? The carriageway. Okay, the autostrada. It serves you or it helps you to what? To enter, to re-enter the what? The carriageway. Okay, after dopo che si è uscita da un'area di servizio, after you don come out for a service area, maybe from strada urbana, like strada secondaria, you want to go into the flow of circulation, what will you use to enter autostrada? That is what we call corsia di accelerazione. Rientrare means re-entry. Okay, re-entry, come back is the same thing. Re-enter. Okay, they are saying the same thing. Please write or take a screenshot. All right, write or take a screenshot. Carreggiata is carriageway. Carreggiata is what? Is carriageway. This diagram has two carriageway. This thing at the middle that is green that looks like grass, it can be grass, it can be iron, it can be block. It's what we call spartitraffico. Spartitraffico, which is known as what? Road divider or traffic divider. Okay, now I will read it again in English this time around. It said the acceleration lane is used to rejoin the motorway carriageway after exiting a service area. After you have what? Go out of service area, what will you now use to enter autostrada is what we called corsia di what? Di accelerazione. Okay, all right. So the next one will be treating what? Corsia di what? Di decelerazione. Okay, don't forget that the first one just now is what? Corsia di accelerazione, which is used to enter the highway. Then this time around, this one is the what? Decelerazione, which is the deceleration. The one you will use to what? To go out from the what? From the highway. Okay, both of them are saying the same thing. One is to enter and the other one is to do what? Is to go out. All right, one is to enter and the other one is to do what? To go out. I think I'm seeing. While the other one is to do what? To go out. So let's go.
La corsia di decelerazione facilita l'uscita dei veicoli dall'autostrada.
Okay, it say la corsia di decelerazione, which is the deceleration lane. Okay, it facilitates the going out of vehicles in autostrada. Uscita is out, the exit. Let's use exit. Let's use the exit. Okay, let's use exit. Now what is this one telling us? It say la corsia di decelerazione, it facilitates the exit of what? Of vehicles in what? In autostrada. Let me touch it again. Sorry, this is not what I want. Decelerazione. Can you see it? The first one we saw, it was like this. Okay, that one is to enter. And you see the second one now is now to do what? Is to go out. Okay, you can see this black car. This black car want to do what? Want to go out from what? The highway. It wants to leave the flow of circulation. It wants to go out. Okay, lane for exiting by reducing what? Speed. This one is used to reduce speed. That first one that I said just now is used to do what? To increase your speed. Know the difference. One is to increase speed, which is the accelerazione, while another one is to reduce speed, which is the what? The decelerazione. All right? Okay. So let's go to number 2.
La corsia di decelerazione serve per uscire correttamente da una strada extraurbana principale.
La corsia di decelerazione serve per uscire correttamente. It serves to do what? To exit correctly. Correttamente means correctly. Uscire means go out or exit, anyone. Okay, it used to what? To exit correctly from what? From strada extraurbana principale. This corsia di accelerazione or decelerazione, you will find it in either autostrada or principale. You will find it in both of them. Okay, you will find it in what? In both of them. Now both of them now get strada extraurbana, now get corsia di accelerazione and decelerazione. All right, so it is used to do what? To correctly go out or to correctly exit the what? The strada extraurbana principale, which is the semi-highway or the suburban road. Okay, let's go to number 3.
La corsia di
This one don't have much to say.
dalla carreggiata dell'autostrada ed entrare nell'area di servizio.
La corsia di decelerazione serve per uscire dalla carreggiata di autostrada ed entrare nell'area di what? Servizio. You see, they say this corsia di decelerazione, it serves to do what? To exit the carriageway in autostrada. To exit the carriageway in autostrada and to do what? To enter the what? Service area. To enter the what? Service area. So you will use this corsia di decelerazione, which is the deceleration lane, to what? To exit the carriageway and enter into the what? The service area. All right, there's no word I want to show here. So any question? So you can see the thing is smiling for all of us. All right, so let's go to what? Banchina. Banchina. Let's go. Banchina na the side of the road. Oh, they no dey count am join carriageway. Let me see if there is a picture of it. This is the banchina. I know a lot of us, if they waka for road, na go see am. This side, they no dey count am join the carriageway. It is part of strada. Oh, okay, don't get me wrong. It is part of strada, but it is what? Outside the carreggiata. The carreggiata starts the county from here, from the white line. Okay, from the first white line to the end white line of the other side of the road. That is where carreggiata comes from. So it is anything that is inside here that you count as part of what? The carriageway. Anything outside this white line by the edge is fuori della carreggiata. Alright? Is fuori della carreggiata. So now let's go. What is this? Vehicles are not allowed to do what? To transit here. Vehicles are not allowed to do what? To transit by this place. The edge side of the road. Vehicles are not allowed to transit in what? In banchina. They are not allowed. Okay? He say no consent means don't allow, not allowed. Consent means allowed. Okay, means allowed. Okay? It does not what? Allow the normal transit of what? Vehicle. Normally, not the alarm vehicle they transit for there. Okay? Vehicles are not supposed to transit there. La banchina è parte della strada. Banchina is part of the road. Strada is road. Okay? Is part of the road. Posta fuori della fare. He said that they post time, they dey for waiting. Fuori means outside the carriageway. Parte della strada, it is part of the road, okay? But it is what? Outside the what? The carreggiata. Alright? It is outside the what? The carreggiata. Banchina is not part of carreggiata. Oh. It is not part. Okay? Fuori, outside. Okay? The carriageway.
La banchina è parte della strada, situata oltre la linea bianca continua di margine della carreggiata.
He said, la banchina è parte della strada, situata oltre la linea bianca continua di margine della what? Carreggiata. What is he telling us? He said, la banchina è parte della strada. Na part of the road. Okay? Na part of the road that is situated other than what? A white line. Let me show you. A continuous white line. Let me show you now. This is what? A continuous white line. By this now this continuous white line wey dey by the side of the road from here to the side wey maybe where bush dey, na those place be bankina. Okay, na im be wetin, na im be the bankina. Alright, na im be the edge side of the road. Okay, so now this linear continua now na dey take demarcate am. Okay, let me put the English version so that we see. E say the quay is part of the road. This quay, located beyond the solid white line. Beyond, it is outside the carriageway. Okay, at the what? Edge of the what? The carriageway, by the edge side of the carreggiata. Okay, and it is with what? A solid white line. Alright, it's part of the road located beyond the solid white line at the edge of the what? The carriageway. È fuori della carreggiata. Na know as we dey do am after we teach am reach very place, then we stop, we do quiz there. So what have I said so far in number one? Number one, I said marciapiedi è una parte della strada, rialzato o delimitato in altro modo, riservata ai pedoni. Marciapiedi, like I said, he said is part of the road that is raised up or otherwise in other ways reserved for what? Pedestrians. Okay, rialzata is raised up, like I said, raised up or otherwise in other way reserved for what? Pedestrians. That is marciapiedi. Okay, it is by the side of the road. You can call it footpath or road path. Okay, and number two, we said è una parte della strada, riservata ai di norma ai pedoni. Is part of the road and it is normally reserved for what? For pedestrians. It is part of the what? The road and it is reserved for what? Normally for what? Pedestrians. Pedoni is what? Pedestrians. Okay, pedoni is pedestrians. And they say marciapiedi consent, which is allowed. Okay, it allows the what? The parking of vehicles only in the presence of what? Opposite parking line. Okay, only in the presence of what? Opposite parking line. Okay, now let me put it. Sosta means parking. Okay, sosta means parking, stopover is still okay, or parking. That is the meaning of what sosta. As you can see, these vehicles are in sosta. All right, these vehicles are in sosta. Okay, opposite street di parquejo. Parquejo na parking. Can see parquejo is what? Parking. All right, this type of parking na mostly supermarket you for dey see am. All right, so they said e allow you to do what? To park for marchapiedi only in the presence of what? Opposite street di parquejo. Only in the presence of what? Parking line. Okay, in the presence of what? Parking line. That is when it allows you to do what? To park in marchapiedi. All right, let's go to number 4.
Strada, al di fuori della carreggiata, destinata alla circolazione dei pedoni.
Take note of fuori della carreggiata and take note of parte della strada. They are both different thing. Okay, they are both different thing. Now, number 4 is telling us that il marciapiedi è una parte della strada. It is part of what? The road. Okay, and outside the what? The carriageway. Fuori della carreggiata means outside the what? The carriageway. Destined for what? For the circulation of what? Pedestrians. Okay, it is kept for what? For the circulation of what? Pedestrians. They keep am for me and you wey dey use leg dey waka. Okay, this place is meant for me and you that is using our leg to walk by the side of the road. Okay, by the side of the what? The road. So una know as we dey do am. Anything wey you no hear from my mouth when I was explaining is what? Is falso. Okay, so alright, so we'll be talking about what we called salvagente. What is the use of salvagente? Salvagente is used as a shelter to enter or to when you are coming down from maybe tram. And let me use tram as example. Okay, where you will stand to take the tram or to do what? To come down from the what? From the tram. Okay, it's like a shelter for what? For pedestrians that wants to enter or come down from what? From tram. All right, let's go.
Il salvagente, posto in corrispondenza di attraversamenti pedonali, serve anche al riparo o alla sosta dei pedoni che attraversano la strada.
Okay, it says salvagente, which is this waiting lifesaver. This is salvagente. Okay, this is a picture of what? Salvagente. And you can see this woman on white and black leggings now. You see am say na salvagente stand. Maybe dem dey wait. This is like a tram place. Okay, maybe dem dey wait for tram or maybe dem wan cross or anything at all. This is where they stand. Okay, so and there's this obligo sign di passare that is telling vehicles to do what? Pass the other way. Now let's go. Now e say il salvagente when it is posted on what? In corrispondenza di attraversamenti pedonali. Correspondenza means exact spot. Correspondence, it means the exact spot. Okay, it means the what? The exact spot. When they post am for this what? For this attraversamento pedonali, which is this pedestrian zebra crossing. Okay, when they post am for here, e do what? It serves even a riparo. Riparo means shelter. Okay, you can see it as a shelter. As a what? A shelter. All right, you can see attraversamento pedonale as a what? As a shelter. Please write oh. Riparo means what? Shelter. It says serve anche a riparo. It serves even as a what? As a shelter. Okay, or stopping for pedestrians that want to do what? Cross the what? The road. Now let me break it down in simple pidgin English. E say salvagente, which is this lifesaver. E say if dem post am for the exact spot for where attraversamento pedonale, which is known as zebra crossing dey, if dem post am for there, it helps even as a what? As a shelter, as a shade. Okay, as a guide. Okay, and what? Or parking for pedestrians wey wan do wetin? Wey wan cross the road. If you want to cross the road and What will you stay? You can stand here, look your left and your right. If vehicles no dey come again before you continue, okay? Before you what? You proceed and cross the road, okay? It also serves as a shelter or parking for pedestrians wey wan do what? Wey wan cross the road. Riparo, shelter. Let's go.
Il salvagente facilita la salita e la discesa dei passeggeri da tram, filobus o autobus.
E say il salvagente facilita la salita e la discesa di what? Di passeggeri da tram, filobus or what? Autobus. Okay? It facilitates the what? The salita. Salita means entering, okay, or climbing. Okay, the entering and what? Discesa means descend. Let's see. Salita, the climbing, and discesa means descent or coming down. Let me translate everything to get a good English, okay? Boarding and alighting, exactly. E say the salvagente facilitates the boarding and alighting of passengers from trams, trolley buses or what? Or buses, okay? Filobus na those long bus, okay, wey be like say I no know what they call am. You see am, those long bus, e wan still resemble tram but no be tram, okay? Those long bus, e wan still resemble tram but it is not what? Tram, or you can still call it tram o. Now this one na be tram. This one dey for some big cities. E no dey this my small city, but e dey, I think e dey close to Milano side. E dey Milan. E dey Milan, yeah, e dey Milan. Now we enter go Duomo. E dey Milan those side. Then and normal auto bus, okay? And our normal bus, alright? And our normal what? Bus. E say salvagente do wetin? E facilitate the boarding and alighting, which means salita and discenza means boarding and alighting, okay? Of what? Of passengers from tram, filobus or autobus, okay? Filobus or autobus.
Il salvagente può essere segnalato da colonnine luminose a luce gialla fissa.
Salvagente può essere look am here. See the luminoso coloniso ninemi gialla fissa. See am here. Let me zoom it. This yellow thing here. Okay, this yellow bright light somehow. During for night, e dey bright for night. E dey shine for night. Okay? For night, e dey very bright and e dey shine. Okay? E say the salvagente can be indicated by a fixed yellow light. Okay? Can be indicated by a fixed yellow light. Have you seen it? Which is that thing when I show una just now. Okay? This thing when I show una just now, for night, e dey very, very bright. Okay? E dey very, very what? Bright. Okay? So na know as we dey do am, anything wey I no talk na wetin? Fa so. Moderator. Alright. So we just finish with salvagente. Now we wan enter passo carabile. We wan enter wetin? Passo carabile. So what is the use of passo carabile? Wetin dem dey use am for? Passo carabile na just be like banner, kind of something wey be say some private houses or private place wey be say dem no want make people dey park put for there. Dem go put am for the front, okay? Dem go put am for the front. Na most of the time na commune na dey give dem. So they get maybe one or two things wey dem dey pay give commune. Commune go give dem the access. You as an outsider, as a driver, you are not permitted to park in front of when you see this thing. This is it. Tow away zone. The place is where the car exit from the house gate. Look am. If they post am for, you see am say if they put am from front of gate like this, I know say lots of us go dey see am. E mean say make you not do wetin? Make you not park your car for the front here. Don't park here. If you park your car and they call awolapa, they will tow away your what? Your vehicle. Alright? So you are not allowed to park. But you can fermata. You can stop. Okay? You can stop to like maybe pick up passenger, you know? You can stop. But you are not allowed to what? To park. Alright, let's go.
Il passo carabile consente ai veicoli di accedere alle proprietà private laterali alla strada, garage, cortili, eccetera.
E say passo carabile, which is this tow away zone. Okay? This passo carabile, which is this tow away zone, e allow vehicles to what? To access their what? Private property. Accendere, access. Okay? E allow vehicles access to what? Their private what? Property. Okay, e allow vehicles the what? The access to their what? Private property by the side of the what? Road. Garage. Kotile means courtyard. Okay, courtyard. Alright, courtyard. Okay, so now etc. Wetin dis number one dey tell us now? E dey tell us say paso carabile e allow vehicle to do wetin? To access their property. Dis is paso carabile now, and dem post am for the person gate. E allow the person to do wetin? Enter e house, enter e gate, to go park e car for garage, to go do anything for e compound. E allow what? The access to the what? To his what? His private property, garage, courtyard, etc. Okay, so let's go to number two.
Passo carabile permette ai veicoli che circolano su una strada pubblica di accedere ad un'area laterale adibita alla sosta.
Ok, il passo carabile permette ai veicoli, permette na permit or allows, ok? Consentono, consente, allows, permette, permit or allows, they are both saying the same thing. You give am go ahead, e green for am. Okay, e allows vehicles that is what? That is circulating on a road, on a public road, to access the side area used for the side parking what? Area. Okay, or kept for parking. Now let me put it in simple English. Circolano means circulating. Okay, that is circulating. Alright, circulating. Okay, so let me come again. E say passo carabile e allow the wetin? E allow vehicle wey dey circulate for public road. Okay, e allow vehicle wey dey circulate, wey dey drive for public road, to do what? To access an area that is by the side, that is kept for what? Parking. For instance now, let me put it in English to get a better English. Okay, e say the driveways allows vehicle travelling on a public road to access a side area used for what? Parking. Okay, e allow you, if you see am now, if you dey for dis paso carabile now, if you dey for here now, and maybe parking space dey by the other side, you fit drive pass am, go park your vehicle from the side wey parking space dey. Okay, you can drive your vehicle to the side that what? That has the what? The parking space. Laterale is side. This lateral, you can write this lateral, or you can use the word side. Okay, any of them is still fine, any of them is still what? Okay. Alright, any of them is still okay. Okay, accendere, to access, like I said before. Access. Okay, access. Alright, okay. Now e say dis passo carabile e permit vehicles the access, e permit vehicle that is circulating on a public road to access the what? The side road that is used for what? Parking, or to access the parking side areas. Okay, e allow vehicles. So let's go to number three.
Passo carabile deve essere corredato da apposito segnale che riporti l'ente e il numero di autorizzazione.
Il passo carabile deve essere corredato da apposito segnale che riporti lenti e numero di what? Di autorizzazione. E say this passo carabile must be what? Accompanied. Corredato means accompanying. Okay, must be what? Accompanying. Accompanying. E must get a number wey be say yes, wey the number and the comune wey be say e authorize am, e go get am, their number and the comune name go like comune di Roma, then dem come write one number, which means na that number. Even if say you wan call person now say dem park for area, dem go ask you for that code. Na that code you go give dem for dem to take know where you dey talk. Okay, e say passo carabile, e say must be what? Deve means must. Deve means must be what? Accompanied with opposite sign. Okay, that report the what? The entry numero, the what? That report the person wey authorize am, and the number of what? Authorization. Okay, e say the driveway must be accompanied by a special sign showing the government and the authorization what? Number. Okay, like This one now, for instance, now let me click this picture. As you can see now, you can see this passo carabile now. You see say the right comune di Roma. Okay, which means na Roma, na comune, na Roma, na they give am this access. Then you can't see say you can't get the number, you can't get code. You must get these two things. Okay, the code where the people, the city will give them access, and the what, and the authorization number, it must what, carry am, it must dey. For am to dey valid, e must get those two things. Okay, e must get those two what, things. Alright, autorizzazione means authorized. Autorizzazione means authorization. Okay, authorization. Alright, authorized or authorization. Okay, report, it means carry. Okay, carry or have, anyone. Okay, e must have the what, the comune, or the what, the authorization what, number. Alright, so let's go.
Passo carrabile è una zona per l'accesso dei veicoli alle proprietà laterali alla strada.
E se il passo carabile è una zona per l'accesso di what, di veicoli alla proprietà laterale alla sosta. Now wetin dem dey talk? They say na zone, okay, to access vehicle wey be say, let me put the translate. E say the driveway is an area for vehicle access to the properties on the side of the road. Okay, na I dey come o. Is an area for vehicle access to the what, to the properties on the road side. If your car now, if your house dey by the road now, like this picture now, e dey by the road now, this passo carabile give you access to go inside. Okay, e give you access to do what, to go inside your what, house. Okay, e give you access to go inside your what, house, or e give you access to come out from your house to enter the main road. Okay, e give you access for any of them to go in and to what, to go out. Okay, all right, so let's go to number 5.
In corrispondenza del passo carrabile è consentita la fermata.
In correspondenza, okay, the passo carabile, the exact spot, the front where you for see am, let me show you. Passo carabile, this front now, okay, this white vehicle now, as far as e no be sosta e wan do, they allow am to do what, to stop. You can stop. Okay, you can do what, you can stop, but you cannot what, park. You fit stop for here, maybe you wan carry person dey inside wey wan come meet you now, just you fit stop on your dis thing down, that one go enter. Okay, then you go zoom off, you go comot. Okay, you no fit just park your vehicle comot small for where the vehicle dey. You know, you are not allowed to do it. Alright, you are not allowed to park your vehicle and leave. Okay, but e allow what, fermata. Fermata means stopping. Okay, fermata means what, stopping. You just stop for few time. Okay, consente la what, la fermata, e allow you to do what, to stop. So don't forget, anything that I did not say is what, falso. So let's go. So we have come to today's end to today's video. See you guys some other time. Bye bye.